Hey guys, it's Luke here and welcome back to another video. Just made a quick fuel stop as I'm on a bit of a journey today in the A45S AMG, a car which, let's be honest, doesn't feature on the channel near enough as much as it should, but I think it's time to change that. So what we're doing today is the first part of, well, a fair few videos which I've got planned for this car, future plans, future modifications, really to get this build back kick-started because I have neglected it. And today I want to give you an update about what's going to be next with the car and also take it to G-Technic HQ for a bit of a makeover. This car has just surpassed 20,000 miles, still pretty low mileage. I bought it with about 10 or 11,000 miles on it, I believe. So I've done a fair amount in it considering I've had it for about a year and a bit. But yeah, I want to give it a full birthday and we'll go into more detail with the team from G-Technic when we do get up to their HQ. It's going to look incredible. I mean, it's a clean, tidy car anyway, but with what we've got planned for it, it's going to look insane. But yeah, there is a lot planned with this car. I suppose where it doesn't feature on the channel as much, I think some of you do maybe forget that I have the car. It is a car which does spend a lot of time in the background, and I want to change that because it's an epic car, by far and away the most expensive car in the fleet, I suppose you could say. So it needs some more limelight and we need to make it even cooler, and that is going to be my aim over the near future. So yeah, I've got about an hour and a bit drive ahead of me to head to G-Technic. We'll meet up with the team, we'll talk about what we're doing, and then later on in the video we'll talk about some of the plans which I've got for the car, which I think you guys might like. Okay, we're joined now with Dom from G-Technic. Thank you so much for taking in the car. We're going to have a, well, it's going to have a bit of a makeover, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. We're going to be doing the full treatment to this car. We're going to be putting the Crystal Serum Ultra, which is our 9-year coating. So this is a really, really tough and durable ceramic coating. Why do you need a ceramic coating on your car? Well, when you've got a car that looks this nice, you want to keep it looking great. Yeah. The Ultra will actually add a bit of gloss. It'll add an awful lot of chemical resistance as well, so it'll resist any bad wash chemicals you might put on. Yeah. So it keeps the paint looking glossy for longer. Yeah. And you're talking about years of protection. It's not like a few months, this is years.
Yeah, absolutely.
So once we treated the car with Ultra, what we'll do, we'll then put a topper on over the top of the Ultra. Now the reason we do that is because the Ultra is the chemical base coating that protects the paintwork, as I said, from the swirls and the chemical resistance. The EXO is the hydrophobic or dirt repellent topper. So this basically means anything that lands on the car, dirt, grime, bird poo, it's literally just going to fly off. Yeah. As a consequence, your car will be kept cleaner for longer. So again, it's about accentuating that gloss, and because your car's kept cleaner for longer, you don't have to keep washing it all the time, which is going to reduce on the chances of putting those swirls into the paintwork. Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah. What we'll also do, we'll also put some wheel armour onto the wheels. Oh, same sort of principle as the paintwork. Mm-hmm. It's going to resist that dirt, repel that dirt. So again, personally for me, wheel cleaning is my least favourite bit of cleaning cars because I've got quite intricate wheels. Yeah, multi-spoke. Yeah, and all you're going to be doing here is you're literally going to be going over the pressure washer. You're going to blow off 85 to 90% of the dirt, which then means that your wheel washing is going to be a lot quicker and a lot safer. Perfect, brilliant. No, it's well, whilst it may not look like it's due a birthday, it's gone through a bit of a milestone of 20,000 miles, so I thought why not kind of treat it a little bit and get it ready for, well, what's next with the car really. So yeah, you'll have the car for a little while. It's obviously not a 5-minute process, and yeah, leave it in your capable hands to yeah, do your magic. G-Technic are based in the Midlands here in the UK and specialise in a huge range of products, not just for cars either. The team here tirelessly develop their own products in-house, as we can see here from all the crazy machinery here in the lab. Understandably, it was fascinating to see how various products are produced, including the ones which are going to be used on the car in today's video. Here in the works unit though, we can see a few cars that have either been completed or that are in the wash bay during prep, including a rather familiar looking M4. Regardless, it's an awesome setup here and a real pleasure to see the operation behind the scenes. The car was actually transferred over to Motec Detailing, who work very closely with G-Technic Works in order for the work to my car to be carried out. Now, of course, the first stage of this project is, of course, to give the car a real thorough clean and decontamination.
as clean as it could possibly be, ready for it to go inside for the next stage. Now the next stage is of course the machine polishing. Now the car's paintwork overall is pretty good, however the car has a lot of piano black accents which scratch really easily. So an enhancement detail was done to remove all of the scratches to basically ensure that when the coating is applied, it is being applied to a pristine panel, or finish should I say, because obviously the goal here is to make the car look absolutely flawless. Okay, we're back. A45S is all complete. We're obviously joined once again with Dom from G-Technic, back at G-Technic HQ. This is looking stunning.
Yeah,
really,
it's
really nice.
It's a beautiful car. Obviously, it's been made more beautiful now. So essentially what we did to the vehicle was, the first step was to give it a good wash, remove all those loose contaminants from the surface. The next step was to machine polish it. This is about removing the imperfections, the swirls, the scratches, anything that's below the surface, because you do need to do that before you apply any coating to your vehicle. Now in this case we applied the Crystal Serum Ultra, so once the entire vehicle was polished, including those really difficult to get piano black bits, great accent, terrible to care for.
Absolutely.
The whole vehicle was ultra'd. Now that's our most durable coating in terms of durability and how long it lasts. You get 9 years worth of protection from the elements. It's chemically resistant, it's swirl resistant, so again, so long as you, and when we say swirl resistance, it's about using good techniques to wash the vehicle, so wash mitts, good quality shampoos, etc. As long as you care for it well, the coating will resist that. And then we topped the Ultra with the Exo, and that's our super dirt repellent coating. So this is all about stopping things sticking to the paintwork. And essentially that's going to give you up to 2 years worth of incredible dirt repellency. So the point of having ceramic coatings and this Exo topper over the top of the Ultra is to make the car stay cleaner for longer, which means you don't have to wash it as regularly. But when you do come to wash it, it washes so much more easier because you blow all that dirt off.
Yeah, I mean the paintwork is so slick.
It's like just to the touch, it's mega slick. So it's so you can tell stuff is just not going to stick to it. But obviously we didn't stop there. We also did the wheels. So these Merc wheels are really cool, a nice matte finish. So we put our wheel armor. The wheel armor can be applied to gloss or matte wheels. Same sort of principle. It's about repelling dirt, stopping brake dust, bonding and etching to these wheels, because if you don't protect your wheels, ultimately they will get degraded over time with the brake dust and other grime that sticks to it. And then the last step was to do the glass. We also have a ceramic coating for the glass, and again that is about dispersing water repellency. The idea being is you could in theory drive down the motorway in a rain shower without using the wipers. Not that we recommend that, however.
But it literally just flies off.
But it flies off. Again, it's all about stopping that dirt building up on your windscreen, giving you better visibility ahead. So there you have it. So it's a mega cool car, and we've enjoyed working on it.
Thank you. No, thank you. It's well, as we said at the beginning, I mean, it's just ticked over 20,000 miles, and it was, I think, right to give it a bit of a birthday. But I mean, this car doesn't really get used as much. But when it does get used, I mean, it's done a track day or two. It's going to do some road trips. And I think, well, as we said, it's just protecting the car, making it easier to maintain.
Certainly after like track days as well, you'll find that it's easier to clean. So if you wanted to give it a quick blast off before you go, you know, things like rubber build up, just grime that you pick up off the race circuit, it would just be so much easier to clean and maintain.
Absolutely. But yeah, obviously I can now use the full maintenance product range as well, can't I?
Yes, you can.
To keep up on top of it. As you said, it's super important to obviously use good quality wash mitts and everything. But yeah, thank you very much. And obviously, full details to what G-Technic can offer for your car, your fleet, can all be found in the description. But I think I'll get out your way, free up the bay for the next car to come on in, and well, yeah, carry on with the adventures with this little car. Farewell then to G-Technic HQ, an awesome setup here, as we've seen actually in this video. Some exceptionally impressive products and processes that they go through to make these kind of products. But yeah, the car is now looking immaculate, definitely better than what it was when I picked this car up. I think, how long have I had this car? I think a year and a half. It's disappointing that this car doesn't feature on the channel as much as it should. Quite interesting actually, I'm about to join a road called the A45. Some would say that is fate. One annoying thing actually, Apple CarPlay with this car, right? You have to have a lead, and typically I've forgotten said lead so that Apple CarPlay would come up on the screen. So that is annoying. If anyone knows that there is any kind of solution on getting wireless CarPlay on this car, or even full screen CarPlay, because we can see we've got this massive screen here. CarPlay only takes up about that much of it. But what is next for this car? Because I now have about a 2-hour drive home, so what a perfect opportunity to, well, speak about it really. There's definitely more development with this car. Thing is with this thing is there's not many of them around. As a result, there's not many parts and so on and so forth available for it compared to, you know, the VAG market or the M market, that kind of thing. But I definitely would like to really push the boundaries with the thing and see what we can get out of it. And you know that was the goal and the plan from the get-go. So I will be going to see my friends at EST Performance very soon. We're already in talks about what we can do next. So there is a loose plan in place for that. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I also feel like I need to take another trip up to Santapod because there's some potential unfinished business up there. A good opportunity to see what we can get, at least with the current setup, because the car hasn't been there on the current setup at just over 540 brake, which is crazy for a stage 2, right? This thing has got nothing else apart from a tune and exhaust and an induction kit, and it's running about 150 brake over what the standard figures are, which is very good. But this thing also needs to do a road trip. Now, there's one obvious place where this thing could go, but you know me, with the mileage with this thing, it's potentially a bit of a sticky subject. I think I might be getting to the point where I'm like, you know what, sod it, enjoy it, put the miles on it. But yeah, it's a great car and it deserves to be treated well, and that's why we've gone and taken the car to G-Technic. But yeah, there's still plenty that I want to do with the car, to be honest. The ownership is definitely nowhere near ending, shall we say, because this car is a project car, and it's just a shame that some of the things I can't do as quick as I want, really. But obviously that's the thing with development. These things do take time. But yeah, there are definitely some more cool things that we can get up to with this thing, that is for sure. I suppose perhaps it'd be rude for me not to put the ball in your guys' court. What do you want to see with this car? Obviously, I know that there's a ton of other things going on the channel, with it being with the S3, with the Golf R, with the car features, some other bits and bobs. But this car, a lot of people seem to be disappointed that there's not too much content on it. So do let me know what you want to see. On a separate note, actually, this car is actually due a recall. So I got a letter the other day from Mercedes. Any other A45S or CLA 45S owner probably got the same one. So the car will be going into Mercedes at some point as well. It builds up speed so fast, this thing. But said recall actually is to do with the electric power steering software. So quite worryingly, it is a software kind of update recall thing. So I'm hoping that doesn't affect the obvious, but yeah, that's one thing that I need to get done soon. So a reminder for anyone else that owns one of these, do check if there are any recalls due on the car. But yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying the car, to be honest. It's a great little thing. I do really enjoy it. Again, a big thank you to the team at G-Technic for working their magic on the car. It looks absolutely immaculate. Yeah, it's my goal to keep it that way. That is the important thing when you get something like this done to a car. And as I said a little earlier on, if you want to learn more about what G-Technic can do, that can all be found in the description. But for me today and the A45S, a bit of an update and a bit of a birthday for the car, really. But yeah, that is it for me today. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please make sure you leave a like and make sure you subscribe for all the adventures still to come.